Welcome to Specific Love. Today I'm going to show you how I made this awesome table that's going to go on the top of our wishing well. Let's begin. Now to cut this out, I first need to create a template. I'm going to do that by using some cardboard. We're going to cut it out the shape, and then we're going to take it inside, cut some wood. Now we're going to take this template that we made and we're going to put it on some plywood and trace this out. Yes, I know plywood is not the best for outdoor exposure, but it's what I have. That's what I'm going to use. Now we're just going to use a jigsaw to cut this out. Okay, might need a little bit of trimming, but it's getting close. Now that we have this set out here, I can see the exact dimensions it needs to be, so we're going to draw another straight line and we're going to do a finish cut just to make this as straight and nice as possible. Another good idea to keep in mind is to use some tape and go along the edge so you can easily pick these up, especially when you're just test fitting them. Now that we got this to fit down in there, it's a real tight fit, but we can easily get it out with some jiggling. Now we're going to take it in, pour some epoxy. Now to pour epoxy, you got to make sure this is perfectly level, which will take a little bit of work, but right there, that should work. Now if I do need to raise the side of my wood, I can always use craft sticks to do it in real small increments. Now for this project, I'm going to be using some epoxy from Total Boat and some pigment from Black Diamond. Now this is a 1-to-1 ratio, so this should be really easy to mix and put on. Let's do this. Make sure you stir this thoroughly, but you don't want to agitate it too much, otherwise there's going to be a bunch of bubbles in it. If I have too much, I have plans to put the extra somewhere else. Now I'm going to divide this quantity up into 3 different cups here, that way I can have 3 different colors set up on this water. I think I'm going to keep going with this. I like how the color contrast is working with that, so we're going to keep going around, and in just a little bit we'll start adding the next color. Obviously I've not mixed enough epoxy for this, but that's okay. We'll mix up some more and add it here in just a minute. Now before I add any more to this, I am going to touch this up with a heat gun. That'll help spread this out and hopefully mix the colors a little better. It'll also get a lot of these bubbles out. Now I wanted to show you how I did this. This is the initial pour, and then I added a second layer. About 5 hours or 6 hours later, I did another ring around the outside. And if you notice, it looks almost like a wave pattern coming out from the center. And that is exactly what I was hoping for it to do. Now I plan on adding a second layer of epoxy in the center here, but before that, the wife and I picked out a cute little leaf to add some texture. Now it's a good idea to use a paintbrush to paint on some of the epoxy on the back of this leaf. And so we got one of the kids' old ones that already had some paint on it, but it'll be fine. We're just going to gently paint some epoxy right on there to make sure it's fully seated. I'm also going to put a little bit of epoxy over the top of it just to make sure that everything is going to be fully cured. Don't have to worry about it curling up or deforming. Now to give this a little bit more texture, we took a craft stick and we just did a little wavy lines through here, and it comes off the edge, and that gives us a little more texture to the water. And we just used a heat gun to make sure everything was nice and level. To match the waves in the center, we also did some waves on the last outside epoxy. And if you notice, it almost looks like a wake between the two. If you happen to have a little bit of your epoxy run over the edge and puddle up, it's okay. You can easily just trim it off with a sharp knife or blade. What do you think? Now, it is a little bit hard to catch all the beauty of this in the camera, especially with it being reflective like the light right here. and it's just glistening off of everything. It's hard to see all the little details, but it just looks great. I hope you can make it out in everything you see, and especially a little accent here with our little leaf. But overall, we're super excited. This is going to look awesome in the well, and you know what? Let's just take it out there and put it in. A good little tip when you're trying to test fit something, if you use some strong tape, put it on the underside, and it's real easy to lift and lower. Now I still got to make a few adjustments to get this nice and level, but overall it is looking awesome. I think this is going to be a nice touch to this wishing well, especially when we put the bucket back in here. This is looking great. Now I need to take it back inside just for one more addition. Now since this turned out so awesome, I don't want to leave this in just direct sunlight for several hours a day, which will happen out in the well. Even though it does have a roof, the sun will hit it at angles and the UV light will fade this. That is, unless we add a protection to it. Now, Total Boat also has a varnish, which we're going to be using, and put a light coat over this whole thing. It is UV resistant, and that should help this last a very long time. This varnish should also help protect this plywood, especially here on the side, to keep water from trying to soak in. Now I hope you enjoyed this project as much as we did. It was a little bit experimental for us because we don't do a whole lot with epoxy. But if you'd like to see more or less, please list that in the comments below. I read every single comment and I always take that into consideration for future videos. Otherwise, it's now your turn to get out in your shop and have fun building. Ah, how stupid thing moved. You need to raise the side of your work. Wood. Now if I did need to raise the side of my work, I can...